Inside the locker room, players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Let's see the stat sheet here for LeBron James.
And looking at his splits, you can see he's taken more of a backseat in their offense in these last 10 games. His usage rate is down, but that's natural. At some point during the season, every player goes through a period of fatigue.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Then there's Doncic. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's LaRavia in at the 4 spot. And for Utah, we've got George. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Nurkic. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward position. And Greg, for games like this, where these two teams just played each other, how different is the approach?
It is different, Kevin. It can almost feel like a continuation of the last game. And one team now maybe has payback on their mind.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Hendricks can't get it to go. And here's LeBron outside. Markkanen pulls it in. Doncic against George. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Hendricks. 5 on the clock. Here's George. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Luka Doncic. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you'd better be ready to put a body on somebody.
That's good from George. And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, Greg, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
Ayton against Nurkic. And that one's good, Ayton.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And so George will bring it up for Utah. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. He's defended by Reed. And Markkanen throws it down.
And they answer right back with as much force as possible.
This is a heavyweight battle, isn't it? Both teams trading punches.
And, guys, I hope they keep it up just like this. Let's see some more end-to-end action.
Now James. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Off the left rim and out.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Doncic against George. Here's Nurkic. Rebounded by the Lakers. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
And it's LaRavia missing. The Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Nurkic dishes to George. And it's Luka with the rebound. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Ayton, the shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. And midway through the season now, the power rankings starting to show a more complete picture. Look at Milwaukee. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at Utah, they've gotten into a bit of a rut. The season hasn't gone as they had hoped. You just get the feeling that they're somewhat discouraged right now, and that has them with an inability to break through.
Now, here's Markkanen. 9 points last game out.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Doncic with it. George picks him up, and Doncic gets it to go.
I think it's the in-between game, along with his savvy and ball handling, that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And George kicks to Markkanen. George against Doncic. Back to Markkanen. Here's LaRavia. He had 10 points in the win against Utah.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
And here's George. After Luka Doncic hitting the 3. George with the bounce pass. Nurkic kicks to George. Nurkic the pass to Hendricks. Shot clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. George, no good.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Good on the triple.
Timeout.
Doncic has got 10.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Second in opponent field goal percentage, and they also show up in the top 5 in assists. A major focus for them, sharing the basketball and really keeping everyone involved.
When you go up against this team, it's always a long night because of the defense you talked about. They are relentless at that end. Jazz trail by 12. And George kicks to Markkanen. Back to George. Pass to Nurkic. They need this. And finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
Lakers leading by 10. Reeves the pass to Ayton. Here's Doncic. Oh, Reeves in position. And now Utah, fast break. And George with the stuff.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. LeBron outside. Reeves in the corner. Here's Doncic. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. Jazz have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Outside, Markkanen. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from George. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Utah. Hachimura, he's checked in for the Lakers. Marcus Smart comes in for Luka Doncic. He makes 1 of 2 that time. We passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. He's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing. And Markkanen is used to having the defense all over him. I mean, he's a marked man, especially this close. Somehow, though, he finds a way.
Pass to Hachimura. No good again that time.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
George with the bounce pass. Nurkic dishes to George. Stolen by Smart. Here's the break. And here's Reeves outside. Hendricks pulls it in. Jazz trail by 5. Outside, George. Outside, Markkanen. 6 to shoot. Here's Nurkic. The Lakers with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's James. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Now, Will Hardy talked to me a little while ago. Of course, they know they have their work cut out for them with LeBron on the court. He told me James hasn't really lost a step. He's a constant problem out there, so I'm ready to try anything, including just throwing extra bodies at him. Of course, that probably means some double teams in LeBron's immediate future. Guys?
Thank you, David. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Connect. He's checked in for the Lakers. And it's Utah's ball. A big stretch here going 10-2. George looking over the floor. Outside, Markkanen. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Smart with the ball. George picks him up. Ayton. Pass to connect. His three-pointer's off the mark. Jazz trail by 4. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Hachimura grabs the miss. Lakers have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, one of the things about Kyle Anderson that's so valuable is his versatility. I mean, he's somebody this team can rely on to chip in and make a difference out there in a lot of different categories.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Anderson. Lakers shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. Pass to connect. To the inside. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Jazz trail by 4. Here's Collier. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
6 on the shot clock, and stolen by Ayton. Connect with it. Still without a basket. Pass to LeBron. A rebound by the Jazz.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Anderson passes to Kessler. Here's Collier. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Now Kessler. He's covered by Hachimura. Kessler with the bucket. Now here's LeBron. Pass to connect. Ayton sets the pick for connect. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Utah. They're on a 14-4 run. 1:46 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Collier, guarded by Smart. Clock at 4. Here's Kessler. No good. That would have tied it.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
LeBron doing what he does best, creating for and elevating others.
Jazz trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Some changes for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Ayton. And it's Austin Reeves in for LeBron. Los Angeles leading by 3. Reeves outside. Pass to Vanderbilt. Down low. Here's Connect. And Connect. Slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Here is Anderson after the basket by Los Angeles. Jazz passing it around. 6 to shoot. Love outside. Off target from three-point range. Lakers shooting it well so far today, guys. They've connected on 48% of their shots. The shot's good from Vanderbilt.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Pass to Collier. Here's Kessler. And that one drops for him. Kessler's got his second bucket of the game to go. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Los Angeles Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Jazz trail by 5. We've got Kevin Love. He's out there with Walker Kessler. Kyle Anderson is out there with Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Anderson outside. Pass to Collier. Shot clock at 5. Shoots a 3. Utah gets it back. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good, Reeves. As a junior college product, Dalton Knecht, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program, then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
Utah trailing here. Here's Sensabaugh. Scoreless thus far. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
You can tell Anderson's put a lot of work into his shooting off the catch.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Outside, Smart. Knecht with it. He's against Anderson. Vanderbilt finds Smart. Clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Reeves can't hit.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Good work defensively by Hachimura. Lakers leading by 3. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Vanderbilt's got 5 now.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Lakers making a change here. Laravia's checked in. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that. And checking out Utah. They're looking to turn it around down at the bottom of the conference now.
And you know, for Los Angeles, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Jazz trail by 8. Here's Collier. He has yet to score. And Anderson has it in the corner. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Good work defensively by Smart. Here's Knecht. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Anderson outside, and Utah turns it over again. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lauri Markkanen.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here's Reeves. He's coming off a 13-point game against Utah.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
And no doubt he's a defensive anchor. Smart's competitive spirit, it's just contagious.
And, Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Here's Sensible. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen. Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, DA. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Utah Jazz. 8-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
It wasn't pretty. That's definitely the case. I mean, I know they'd like to scrub that game from their memories and actually erase it from the hard drive.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. James comes in for Smart. Pass to connect. Here's Reeves. And here is LeBron. Launches it. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Collier. Pass to Kessler. Here's Hendricks. Fader on the way. It's not going to go for him. Lakers leading by 7. Reeves outside. Here's LaRavia. Good, and the assist goes to James. LaRavia's got his second bucket tonight.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
Here's Collier. He's defended by Reeves. Here's Kessler. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. James in the post. He's guarded by Markkanen. LeBron can't get it to go.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Collier. The Jazz with another miss.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's LaRavia. No good on the 3. Jazz trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Collier. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Connect. 5 points in the game.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
There's the drive. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for the Jazz. Keontae George comes in for Kevin Love. Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. The free throw drops for Collier.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Here's Connect. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Utah. Drops in the tray. Vanderbilt's got 6 in the quarter.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
George against Doncic. Pass to Collier. The shot's good on the assist by George. Collier's got 7.
Yep, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Los Angeles leading by 7. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by George. Utah's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. James, the pass to Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Boy, still such an outstanding distributor. James takes great joy in finding his teammates in their spots.
Now George. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Now here's Markkanen. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, he not only has lived up to the hype that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy.
And it's LaRavia missing. Jazz trail by 9. George with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Doncic very comfortable down low.
I know Doncic takes pride in being able to produce for his team, and he's doing it at a high level here.
George passes to Collier. Back to George. Nurkic a screen on Doncic. George. Done it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Nurkic.
Love watching Nurkic set hard screens and then roll with purpose. Great job in the creativity there from the pick and roll.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And Utah making a change here. Sensabaugh is checked in. And then for the Lakers, DeAndre Ayton comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Austin Reeves in for Connect. Pass to LaRavia. Outside, James. Looking for Ayton, he gets it in there. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Jazz trail by 11. George with the ball. He's got 5. Here's Sensabaugh. Inside and stolen by Ayton. Now the Lakers on the break. James driving. Markkanen with the block.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good stride.
Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The first one falls.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
No good on the second free throw.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Now, here's George. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
Early on, he was just forcing his way to the line. But here in the second period, I think he's kind of taking what the defense gives him instead of initiating things.
Shooting two.
First one falls for him. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Los Angeles leading by 11. From downtown, it's hauled in by George. Utah's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. .141 left now here in the second. Markkanen in the corner. Plenty of space. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
1:14 left in the first half. To the paint. Nurkic, the pass to Hendricks. Shot clock at 6. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Nurkic.
And you got to do more than that to stop Nurkic, using that muscle to just brush past the defender.
Now, here's Doncic. He had 40 points in the win against Utah.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
And for the Jazz, the shooting in the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%. Markkanen passes to Hendricks. Makes it off the glass. Hendricks has got 5 points so far. .36 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Ayton. Reeves with it. Back to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Ayton. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Ayton's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers.
And this is why you got to put a body on Ayton. When you don't, he torches you with the putback. George passes to Markkanen.
Right block shot. That misses off the backboard. And so it's Los Angeles with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We come back right after this.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Los Angeles Lakers. And something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show.
So it's like from the backcourt, maybe like from the corner?
Okay, let me do this over, okay?
Yeah, because I'm kind of lost.
From the opposite end. Oh, wait, we ran out of time for the segment. Can't even ask the question now.
See,
too bad. Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Lakers.
I think they've been smart in their approach, guys. I mean, finding ways to set up ready shooters. And if you don't have it, just make the extra pass.
And more often than not, the right guys are getting fed.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 14. So for the Lakers right now, outside the wings are Reeves and James. Then there's Ayton. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's LaRavia in at the 4. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Markkanen. That one no good. Lakers leading by 14. And here's Reeves outside. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. The Jazz shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Pass to Sensabaugh. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Here's Reeves. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance. Reeves continues to prove just how valuable he is. I mean, he's a guy that does a little bit of everything to help you win.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Jusuf Nurkic. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado. And more often than not, he prevails. Doncic against George. Nurkic, a screen on Doncic. George, no good.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
And it's Doncic missing. Jazz trail by 17. Pass to George. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Bounce pass Markkanen. Here's Hendricks. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Ayton finds Doncic. Now here's James, defended by George. LeBron, no luck. The Jazz have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Hendricks. Now, here is George. And it's Laravia with the rebound.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Lakers leading by 17. There's the three, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Friday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Saturday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets.
And that game against Portland, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Outside, Markkanen. And here's George. Shoots the three. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got 9 points.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Doncic against George. And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all three levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
That free throw missing.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
He hits the second from the line. Now, here's George. 9 points in the game so far. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "They're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Here's Reeves following the three-pointer by Utah. Here's Doncic, and finished off by Doncic.
Did you guys see that from Luka? My goodness, some extra sauce there.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's George, and they've got time, Greg, to chip away at this lead.
Yeah, still lots of time, but they have to play smart if they want to erase this deficit.
Outside, Markkanen. Ayton against Nurkic. The Jazz working the ball around now. Shot clock at 4. Good D by LeBron. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. 17 points was their biggest margin. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Utah's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far.
Big fella running the floor. I love it. Markkanen showing you he can be determined to beat everybody down the floor.
Here's Doncic. 15 points in the game. Reeves with the screen on George. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebounded by the Jazz. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Sensabaugh. Banked in off the glass. Los Angeles leading by 10. Doncic outside. Ayton sets the pick for Doncic. From deep. Rebounded by the Jazz. Markkanen's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
George dishes to Nurkic. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Markkanen. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. To the middle. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
For Los Angeles, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Moravia, they get it back. Here's the screen. Here's Doncic. Again, Los Angeles.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And here's George. 9 points in the game so far. Markkanen kicks to George. Pass to Hendricks. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Laravia. He's guarded by Nurkic. LeBron with it. Back to Reeves. Sinks the three-pointer. Reeves has got 8 points in the quarter.
Shooting from a rock-solid base, that gives Austin just the added range he was looking for.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Hendricks. Picked by Markkanen. Here's Hendricks. He's covered by Ayton. George, that's a two-pointer. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now George, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Pass to Markkanen. Nobody near Nurkic. Another miss by Utah. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
Hachimura is checked in for the Lakers. Here's Doncic.
And a moment to see numbers for Anderson. He's right around 5 points a night, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And playing with the reserves, he might not get the minutes he'd like, but you sense that hunger to improve.
Well, you know, he stated that he wants to improve, but until that actually happens, he'll continue to come off the bench.
Luke's checked in for Utah. All free throws good from Doncic. Regarding court layout, Clark, do you think there should be more space around the court to reduce collisions?
Yeah, part of me would say that makes a lot of sense and would be prudent. I mean, you've got to balance that with access to fans who want to be for those premium seats as close to the action as possible. But it is difficult when you see a fan collide with the players. So I think you balance it. I would like to see a little more room, give the fans the experience and access, but maybe create a little more cushion between the playing surface and those high-priced seats.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Now Anderson, following Hachimura's three-point attempt. Nurkic, the pass to Collier. Here's Mikhailuk. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Reeves outside. To the inside. Here's LeBron. Out to Doncic. Tries again. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Mikhailuk. A rebound by the Lakers. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
Jazz trail by 19. Pass to Anderson. Now Kessler. Anderson, a screen on Hachimura. Here's Collier, guarded by Doncic. Here's Mikhailuk. Still scoreless. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
6th and second chance points. And they're ranked in the top half of the league in terms of points off turnovers. This means they're finding ways to capitalize on other teams' mistakes.
And to crack the top 10 in second chance points tells you about the work ethic of this team. Going after the scraps and turning them into points. And the first one drops. Some changes for the Lakers. Vanderbilt comes in for Ayton. And it's Connect in for James. And both free throws good for Anderson. Lakers leading by 17. And here's Doncic from the arc. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Well, you know, Doncic, with his combined package of skill and confidence, that pull-up jumper is a real weapon for him.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Utah moving it around. Kessler passes to Mikhailuk. Over to the left wing. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And the layup falls. Doncic has got 12 points here in the second half.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
1:24 left to play in the third. Now, Nurkic, 15 points in the game. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Collier. Nurkic, a screen on Doncic. And Anderson has it in the corner. Shoots over Connect. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Kevin Love's checked in for Nurkic. Smart's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers leading by 22. Anderson with the double team. Left block shot on the way. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
First free throw is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Laravia's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Utah's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Down low, clock at 6. Pass to Mikhailuk. Pulls it from 20. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds now tonight. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Reeves has no fear at all going against the big guys, drawing the foul there because he's fearless.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far. And Reeves drops them both. 12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Guys, when you compare against last year, I mean, this season has been a pretty painful drop-off in his free throw numbers. I mean, he's not making the key chances he's getting at the foul line.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Great shooting for him at the foul line tonight, 7 of 7. And that one misses. Six seconds left to play in the third. He gets it up, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Lakers ahead, running away with it. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Walker Kessler, Kevin Love out there with Anderson. Then it's Collier. And it's Mikhailuk in at the shooting guard position. That's the group right now for Utah. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Now, here's Anderson. Good work defensively by Hachimura.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And Utah has possession after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
So it's the Jazz now after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Love kicks to Anderson. Love with the screen for Anderson. Over Smart. Another miss by Utah. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Pass to connect. Here's LaRavia. And the 3 off target.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
And Anderson has it in the corner. Clark, some people have claimed there is too much talent now in this NBA and not enough teams.
Interesting point. I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clearly, talent has always been the driver in the league. I think because the league is generally younger, that the talent is not as refined, so therefore you have a little disjointedness with teams. But the blend of talent into teamwork is still what the best teams do at a high level.
Now, Hachimura. After the missed 3 from Kyle Anderson. Connect with a wide open look. No good on the triple. The Jazz have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. And it's Love, top of the key. Pass to Collier. Looking to end his cold spell. Can't cash in from close range. LA's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's LaRavia. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Love. The first one falls. The Jazz making a switch here. Martin's checked in. Good on both. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Love. Can they get it? And he sinks the layup. Love's got his first points of the game.
And that touch around the rim is just great from Love.
Hachimura with it. And the Lakers call time here. And Clark, if you look at the NBA's draft combine, prospects now required to participate in drills and in other testing to be eligible for selection.
I like that, Kevin. I really do. I mean, it's part of being a professional. You can't just opt out of things because your agent says you should or you don't feel like it. This is a professional business, so there should be some standards and accountability. And I think it goes hand in hand with the push for parity. It ensures equal access to the information that will enable all teams to make informed decisions on draft day. So I like it. I really do.
Collier, he's checked in for Kenyon Martin. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. Gabe Vincent comes in for James. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Connect, defended by Anderson. Drops in the layup for two. And that's 11 points for Dalton Connect.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Here's Mikhailuk. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. And I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that.
And the Jazz with possession here after Rui Hachimura gets his shot to go from deep. Kessler passes to Collier. Kessler is screen on Smart. 5 on the clock. And Kessler throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by Utah with the shot. Smart misses.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Collier. Pass to Kessler. Inside. Stolen by Connect. It's tipped. Anderson with the ball. Now guarded by Smart. Anderson passes to Mikhailuk. And rebounded by Connect. The Lakers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Smart. Pass to Connect. Lakers passing it around. Smart kicks to Vanderbilt. 6 to shoot. Hachimura, no good. And the Jazz with possession here. Here's Collier. Lets a floater go. Smart against Anderson. Nice shot by Smart.
And Smart doesn't go to the mid-range often, but he's an opportunistic scorer. He'll take any good look you give him.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Kessler the screen. Fires from 14. Nice move. And Kessler throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
And it's Smart with the ball for the Lakers. Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
Here is Love after the basket by Los Angeles. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Smart.
Such a skilled guy to guard. Love a difficult matchup for anybody.
That's good from Love.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
That one misses.
Every night, Kevin Love is a double-double waiting to happen. He is a hard man to contain in the paint.
Utah shooting poorly, just 35% so far. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. Three-pointer. And it's Connect. That time on the assist from Smart. Connect's got 9 points here in the second half. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
Now here's Love. Back to Markkanen. Nurkic trying to get open. Yes, that goes in.
You cannot give Markkanen room to shoot from the mid-range. I mean, he's capable of dropping these in bunches.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Pass to Hachimura. Back to Smart. Just 5 to shoot. Launches from deep. The rebound by the Jazz. Love's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Markkanen down low. He's against Hachimura. Here's Sensabaugh. The rebound by the Lakers. Now Connect. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Sensabaugh. Vanderbilt defending. Short. And it's denied.
Oh, that's superb defense from Smart. He's someone that just goes all out on that end.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Hachimura, the pass to Vanderbilt. And Hayes throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players, so I think it's a good thing overall.
And Utah making a change here. Hendricks is checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Vincent's checked in for James. Lakers have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Vincent the pass to Hayes. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Hendricks. He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block and a three-point play chance here. And the free throw, no good. Lakers shooting 43% from the field. Here's Vincent. Hayes trying to break free. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he knocks down the first one. And so Vincent nails both of them. Utah is shooting 40% in the fourth. Now, here is George. Down low, here's Nurkic, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Lakers shooting here in the fourth quarter around 41%. Left side, Smart. Pass to Vanderbilt. Benson with it, defended by George. There's a good screen. Again, the miss by the Lakers. And for the Jazz, they're shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Outside, Markkanen jacks up a three. The shot's good on the assist by George.
How about the shooting stroke from Markkanen, appearing very comfortable pulling the trigger from deep.
And here are the Lakers. Vincent with it. Pass to connect. Back to Vincent. Just 5 on the clock. A free throw drops for Vincent. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot, keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Now, here's Markkanen. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Another shot. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for DeAndre Ayton.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
And Utah has possession. Following the bucket by the Lakers. Took him no time at all on that one.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
The Lakers with the ball. That's tipped. Smart passes to Vincent. Right side, Smart. The fader. Bank shot, no good.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Here's Hendricks. It's rebounded by Hayes. Outside, Smart. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you have accomplished so much in this league. How have you sustained it for this long?
You know, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point, and I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations, and for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humble.
Well, we appreciate all the work you've put in, man. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.